What's good, YouTube? Before I get into this video, there's a couple of really important things I need to go over in order for these secrets to work for you. I know the tendency when you click on a video like this is to skip around, but I'm going to ask that you don't skip around in this video for your own sake. If you're skipping around in this video, you will probably miss something really important. And in order for these tips to work for you, you have to follow them in its entirety. When I explain shooting to people, I typically compare it to a long math equation, alright? You can do almost everything right, but all it takes is one step to be off and it will mess up the problem completely. And it's the exact same thing with shooting. Last thing I'd like to ask before we start is if you guys could do me a huge favor and smash that like button, man. I cannot stress enough how much that helps me, and thank you so much to each and every one of you who consistently do on my videos. So with all that being said, without further ado, let's get right into this banger video, man. So let me start by putting you guys onto my Jumpshot, alright? This Jumpshot is Cash Money ATM. It is super glitchy and super green, alright? I made a whole video on Jumpshots that's going to pop up in the top right hand corner of your screen right now, but this right here is the Jumpshot that I have been using the entire year, and it works for me. My boy Fayez put me onto this Jumpshot, and ever since he showed me this Jumpshot, okay, I haven't done a lot of missing since he gave me this Jumpshot. All right, it's base 98 for your upper release. Listen, if you're one of my fans, you already know what Jumpshot this is. All right, it's Ray Allen upper for one, and it's Magic Johnson for the other release. All right, the blending on that is going to be 60-40. Now, something that kind of goes for preference is your release speed. All right, I would either do 75 or 100. I currently do 100 because I want to get my shot off as fast as possible, but if you're struggling with this speed because it is too fast, it's not a big deal to drop down to 75, not at all. Now, another question that I get asked a lot is about my settings. So these are the settings that I currently run right now. A huge question that I get it probably every stream, every video, is why are you using a jump shot meter? The reason I use the jump shot meter is I was trying to learn the fade timings for this year. As you guys know, they changed how fadeaways are this year. Last year, you could just shoot the Curry fadeaway every single time, no matter what angle you were going at. But this year, they added some new animations. So in the beginning, I was struggling and I wanted to learn all the timings for every animation. So that's why I've been running meter. And to be honest with you, I just haven't turned it off because I really don't need to turn it off. Now, there's definitely a bonus this year for turning your meter off, but it's not like it was last year. Last year, it was some crazy bonus. This year it's like 5%. So if you're struggling with shooting, if you don't know your timing, I would recommend you to throw that meter on, but you definitely do not have to. And in regards to vibration, that's totally a preference thing too. Last year I ran no vibration, this year I'm running vibration. It's totally whatever works for you. Now let's get into the nitty gritty and talk about probably the most important thing for you to be successful, and that is your badge spread. So look, I have 24 shooting badges on this player, and obviously this is going to vary depending on what your build is. Let me go ahead and explain my spread to you. A lot of people ask me why I run Tireless Shooter, but Tireless Shooter is the sole reason that I make some of the shots that I make, because I sprint around the court a lot. For example, in this clip right here, you can see that I am blinking red. I'm literally exhausted, and I'm still going to green it entirely because of Tireless Shooter. Something that I've noticed that a lot of people do is they won't run Tireless Shooter, and instead they'll run Hall of Fame Volume Shooter or Volume Shooter on whatever level. Now here's the deal. Volume Shooter is a cool badge to run, and if you want to run that, be my guest. But the way I look at it is, if you're playing park, the game is to 21. The maximum number of shots you can take in a park game, and this is the max number, this is all twos, is 11, okay? So there's no need for you to do Volume Shooter when you think about it like that, because realistically you're not going to take more than 11 shots in a park game. Even if you're playing Pro-Am or something like that and you're playing a longer game mode, I still wouldn't run Volume Shooter for the sole fact that you don't know how many shots you're going to get up. I don't think it's a necessary badge, all right? I think that the other badges in the game are far more important, and they will lead you to have more success. I obviously run Hall of Fame difficult shots because I'm the Fade King, and I run Hot Zone Hunter, Green Machine, and Deadeye all on Hall of Fame. I run pure Hall of Fame badges, and I did not do that last year, but this year I have noticed a difference when I'm not running a badge at the highest possible level that I can. In regards to Hot Zone Hunter, it is key, it is vital that you guys have hot zones on your player, okay? I don't care how good you are at the game. If you don't have hot zones on your player, you are not going to be good at this game. You're not going to be able to green the way you want to green, and you're not going to be a good shooter. The beautiful part about NBA 2K21 is hot zones are shared across all game modes, so you can play My Career to get Park and Pro-Am hotspots. Now there's one more key badge that I run in regards to shooting that you're not seeing right here. Now you cannot get this badge unless you have Hall of Fame playmaking, but what I also run that is key to my success is Hall of Fame floor general. Now I know what you're thinking, Choc, what in the world is Hall of Fame floor general doing for you? If you guys don't know what Hall of Fame floor general is, basically it gets your teammates a boost on offense. So at bronze they get +1, silver +2, gold +3, Hall of Fame +4. It doesn't actually physically do anything for you, but I use it a little bit differently. So what's cool about Hall of Fame floor general is it not only shows the green percentage for your teammates, but it also shows the green percentage for you. And the thing about me is I don't run Hall of Fame floor general for my teammates, I run it for myself. As you guys can see, it's constantly flashing green when you have a super high percentage of greening the shot. And keep in mind, this isn't just the make percentage, this is only green percent. So when you see I have a 63% chance of greening it, you know that it's going to be a good shot. 63% green percent, I'm a shooter, bow, viral movie. Now what's even more key to this is how I never take a bad shot because of Hall of Fame floor general. When I'm dribbling around, yeah, sometimes I'm looking for openings, but I'm also looking to see when that green percentage is flashing because I know it's going to be a good shot. It'll prevent you from situations where you make a move, you think you have enough space to shoot, and instead you end up chucking up a smothered shot. Again, you don't have to run this badge, okay? And obviously if you don't have Hall of Fame playmaking, you can't run it. But if you have the ability to put Hall of Fame floor general on, please do so. It will help you out tremendously. Now, something that I make sure to focus on every single game that a lot of people don't really focus on enough is the takeover bar, and it's not in the traditional sense that you would focus on the takeover bar, right? I'm not focusing on the takeover bar so I can get takeover. I'm focusing on it for other reasons. So I'm going to go over two different gameplays. All right, as you guys can see, I just stepped on the dots with absolute randoms at 4 in the morning, putting my win percentage on the line so I can bring you guys this video. Look, man, if you have not smashed that like button already, please be sure to do so, guys. I'm putting my reputation on the line, running with some randeezies. So if you guys want more tips, tricks, and tutorials, be sure to smash that like button, man. It lets me know what I should be posting, and I appreciate each and every one of you that do so. So look, I'm going to break down two different gameplays, like I said. And in this gameplay, you're going to see why I say focusing on your takeover is so important. So to start the game, I have an absolutely ideal start. All right, I get out on the break and I'm going to go ahead and knock down a quick pull-up three. Okay, boom, my takeover is moving a little bit, but I get undisciplined and get away from my values, and I go ahead and get a reaching foul. So that negates my positive play and turns it into a negative play. I never really waste reaches on non-lock builds because every time you do, your takeover goes down. As you guys just saw, my takeover dipped, and now I have had a negative play. My negative play is going to outweigh my positive play. As you guys can see right here, I'm going to move. I'm going to jag a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the best dribbler, but I'm going to go ahead and get open. I'm going to take a fade that I would normally hit, and boom, it's broke. So now my takeover is completely gone. My takeover is completely gone. So my first play was just negated by two bad plays, and that's going to lead me to have a game where I'm going to struggle. As you guys can see in this gameplay, I'm going to miss shots that I typically wouldn't miss. As you can see right there, I'm hitting my teammate hoping it's going to get my takeover going for me a little bit. No, it's not, because I'm so deep at this point. And I'm telling you guys, once you go negative takeover, it's going to be a long game for you, okay? When I have great games, I get off to good starts and I keep my takeover building. As you guys can see, my takeover is negative. Look, I'm moving a little bit. I'm gonna pass the ball a little bit. I'm moving around. We get a dunk, but still, no takeover has been gained for me. So we'll fast forward to the next time that I'm going to go ahead and take a shot. And as you guys can see, it's going to be super unfortunate for me because I'm going to jig. I'm going to get open. Here it comes, wide open shot. Oh man, wide open shot, and I'm shooting a white. Now, why is it that I shot a white? Because I'm not having a good game. Look, there I go again. I'm reaching. I'm getting undisciplined. I'm doing things that negate my takeover. And that is the last thing that you want to do on this game. You never want to do things that negate your takeover. Even at this point, after I just hit a white, at 8 to 11, my takeover is extremely low. It's not where I normally like it. Wide open shot, full bar. Because I'm not building on a positive game. That's why I emphasize so much that you need to get your takeover going and you need to have an extremely positive start. At this point, it really can't be much worse of a game for me. This is not prototypical of the Fade King. If you guys know me, I don't play like this. So this is not an ideal start. This is not how I would personally like to play. Now, part of that's because I'm on the court with randoms and, I'm just not jigging. No excuses, though. But this is not the type of start that I would like to have personally. Now, you see, though, I'm not going to let it derail me. I'm going to get down. I'm going to get in the trenches with the big man a little bit, and I'm going to get my takeover moving again. So, look, that's a positive play, all right? So that kind of negates the negative plays because, boom, I just had a little bit of a positive play, all right? Now I'm going to come down the court and watch what's going to happen. It's going to lead to a positive result. I'm going to make a nice move, and I'm going to hit a mid-range. Now, I'm past the E at this point, so now I can really start to get in my bag. I'm going to run out, I'm going to close out, and I'm going to get a contest. That's going to get my takeover to move up a little bit more. Now, that's 3 positive plays in a row. And you know what that means. Now that I've had so much positive, it's going to lead to the Fade King doing Fade King-like things. And at this point, I know the game is over because I've already done all of my negative plays. As long as I get open, whoop, like I did right there, I'm not going to do a whole lot more missing because my takeover bar is roaring and I've done so much more positive and productive plays. I'm not doing anything to negate my takeover from this point on. And as you guys can see, it's going to lead to me shooting a lot of greens. And I'm telling you, it's all about what you know. Now, in comparison, let's look at a game where I stream snipe someone, all right? Video coming soon. Stay tuned for that. But let's compare it to where I did a stream sniping video, all right? To start the game off, I try to get a 3. I can't get it, but guess what I do instead? I get me a mid-range, and that's going to get my takeover moving. Once my takeover is moving, it's over. I'm going to make sure that I don't do any negative plays in order to counteract. I'm not going to waste time reaching. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm not going to foul anybody. What I'm going to sit there and do is continue to build on positive plays. And what's that going to lead me to? That's going to lead me to go 8 of 9, 7 of 7 from 3. I'm telling you guys, this game is really broken down into a science. And I understand that everything that you guys are seeing is with me on a point guard, but the same principles apply if you're a spot up, if you're a shooting guard, a power forward, no matter what you're playing, the same exact principles apply. You want to build on as many productive and good plays in a row as you can. You do not want to do bad plays, okay? You do not want to waste reaches. You do not want to waste fouls. The more negative things that you do, the more you get your takeover to go down, it's going to lead to negative results and it's going to lead to you missing more shots. The last concept that I need you guys to understand and grasp is that good things take time, all right? In order for you to be good at anything in life, bro, no matter what you want to do in life, it's going to take a lot of hard work, dedication, and patience, man. You're not going to be the best shooter the second you load up the game, but I promise you, if you're willing to apply the principles that I've taught you, if you're willing to go out there and practice the principles that I've taught you, and you're going out there and you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results in no time, guys. The more you put in, the more you're going to get out. And look, guys, that is the end of today's video. I'm telling you guys right now that if you follow all the stuff that I said in this video, I promise you, you're going to be out there sparking in no time. If you guys have any questions, be sure to comment down below, guys. I respond to every single comment. If you don't believe me, test me. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. As always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.